Hey guys, so since YouTube is down, I'm doing my stocks by request here first in Facebook. Then for those who are watching this and want to get a replay, this will be uploaded in YouTube maybe during the day. Now I don't know when it will be up, but this is what I'll do. Maybe in the 2 minute mark or 3 minute mark, that's when we start drilling down and talking about the stocks that you guys requested. But feel free to put it in the comment section if you guys have any stocks that you want me to do. But this Facebook Live is brought to you by YouTube being down, and now we have people joining us. So maybe in the 3 minute mark, we're gonna do and go through your stock. So just put it in the comment section below, and then 3 minute mark, we're gonna start doing this. Namiss ko rin to. I haven't really done Facebook Live for quite some time because YouTube is so cool and wala lang. I just find YouTube to be to be so interesting. But yeah, so put in your stocks, and then let's see how we can go. So si Andrew Custodio is here. He's asking for Chelsea. We have Carlo Mari asking for Seb. Then you have Paul Mateo asking for SPC. Sige, just keep them piling up. By the way, for those who are joining us just now, this Facebook Live is brought to you by YouTube because YouTube is down. That's why we're doing it right here, right now. We're doing it in Facebook. So at the 3 minute mark, we're gonna start. I'm just gonna wait for people to start coming in, but people are sending the request. So sa mga nagpapa-shoutout sa YouTube, ito na pagkakataon nyo, habang live, sabihin nyo na gusto nyo yung shoutout, and then we're gonna see what we can do. By the way, Jonathan Senadan, gusto ko magpa-coach sa'yo, sir. So you have Shaira Ann Santos asking for BDO, John Lawrence asking for MPI, JR Nabarato, Joel, shout out to you. Gilbert is asking, Harris asking for JFC. Ang bilis. Jonathan Cabahar is asking for Pure Gold and DD. Then you have MBT, Alan Palido. Daisy is asking for Security Bank. Joel is asking for ABA. So, okay, let's do this. So again, for those who are joining us just now, this video is brought to you by YouTube. Because YouTube is down, we are in Facebook. So for those that exclusively nasa YouTube lang, you won't be able to see this, but we are doing this. This will be uploaded. Second channel, Stock Investing Made Easy. Anyways, let's start with the first one. Andrew Custodios asking for Chelsea. So sakto, 3 minute mark. By the way, I'll say this over and over. If you're watching this for the first time, please, no matter how much we discuss this, do not buy, sell, or hold a stock just because it's talked about and discussed here on YouTube. Please, you have to analyze stocks on your own and use this as a reference also for you to be able to somehow build the skills on technical analysis, because the name of the game for you to be able to grow in trading and investing is basically you learning and creating your own buy and sell strategies. Anyways, let's do this. 287 people live in Facebook. Comment below if you want me to do more lives in Facebook, by the way. So I'll start with this. I want to start with the PSE. So the PSE today, if you notice it, naghang naman yung laptop ko. Ayan. So the PSE today, it was slightly up, if you'll see it here. So it's the second day, way above the breakout point of the 2,700 level. So what's interesting for the PSE as a whole is it's moving its uptrend. The 72717 support is on its second day holding its ground. And that being said, the next possible resistance is at the 7543 level. So let's go with your stocks by request. Let's look at Andrew Custodio asking for Chelsea. So for Chelsea, this is how it looks like. So as you can see, I'll just plot my resistance here, then plot a smaller one here, then another support here, then another support here. Then to zoom in to see the tradable range for this is what I will actually look at. So current support right now for Chelsea is 5.3. Current resistance is at the 5.82 mark as well. So most prudent area for you to be able to at least utilize the bounce is 5.3 support level. Then your next target will be at the 5.82. This tradable range is around 10.3%. Breakout from the 5.82 mark will bring you around 6.57. Okay, by the way, deadline kung kailan matatapos tong stocks by request, kung mag-up na yung YouTube, we will end the video. Okay, tapos I have a very very interesting guest din kasi sa YouTube eh. But habang down yung YouTube, tuloy-tuloy muna tayo sa stocks by request. Then you have Carlo Mari asking for Cebu Pacific. So for Cebu Pacific, I had an interview with Danny Laurel in One News Network today, and we were talking about companies na will benefit from the vaccine, and which is very true. No, Cebu Pacific is one of the companies that somehow, some way, will also benefit from this, from the vaccine that we are experiencing. And that being said, I mentioned this in the interview that this was Cebu Pacific when the lockdown started to happen. If you notice it right now, Cebu Pacific is much higher already than the time the lockdown started. So similar to a lot of the stocks that we have in the PSE, we are already above and beyond pre-pandemic levels for the stock. But that being said, it's above the 200-day moving average. As you can see here, it just broke out for today. What's interesting though is if I'll try to put a resistance here, it's still having a hard time trying to break this resistance at the 54.57 level. Tapos, if I'll zoom in here, yan, I could build my support level here, and I could build another resistance here, then another somehow no a bit of a smaller support level. So your larger support resistance level will be here at the 54 peso mark. Your support will be at the 42.95. Then you have a smaller range here for those who want to at least range trade this. So what I want to show you is, as you can see, no, it tried to hit the 52.1 mark, failed to break that. That's why it started to go down. Then it bounced from the 47.3 level. Then as it started to hit this one is really a short-term resistance. After seeing it fail to break out from that particular level, then let's see right now, since it's very very close to the 20-day moving average, if this will solidify itself. If it's not, this could be its primary range as of this point in time. A glimmer though that's interesting is it's above the 200-day moving average. But if I'll try to note also a large push, eto siya, oh. Oops, sorry about that. Nag-hang yung laptop ko. Ayan, so this is the push that happened, and it's now at least now starting to consolidate. Anyways, we have Paulo Mateo Quitorio asking for SPC. By the way, interesting note for SPC, dividends will be released in the next, at least the X date will be released in the next few days. So very, very interesting yan, because a lot of people who at least follow the channel are in it for dividends. So computin nyo, the dividends are lower this year, which is somehow, some way understandable for the fact that a lot of the companies are trying also to preserve cash in a way. But anyways, let's continue. Comment below if you just joined us right now. I just want to say this video is brought to you by YouTube because YouTube is down. So so I don't know why is it down. Nagulat ako, the video ng 8 o'clock was about to premiere, but wala, down siya. So stocks by request muna tayo dito. Alam mo naman, this is fun eh. I haven't done this in a long time, but it's relatively fun. So this is SPC. Comment below if you can see the chart in SPC. How do you say comment below in Facebook? Is it the same as how you do it in YouTube? Basta sa YouTube, comment below. Anyways, SPC. Nahulog yung mic ko. Okay. For SPC, this is the resistance at the 11 peso mark. As you can see here, no, this particular resistance level blocked SPC from going up from October all the way to November. But if you allow me to zoom in here, something happened last December 9. For the first time in a long time, SPC started to break out from the 11 peso range. And there was a sell down December 10, but right after that, fast forward December 11 and to where we are today, even though it did not push higher, it appears that it's currently holding the 11 peso mark. So most likely people are pegging the yield from 11 pesos to whatever dividends they're giving this December, something that's relatively acceptable to them. So that being said, also, no, please remember this. SPC has massively moved already in a very, very strong uptrend, as you can see here. So if I'll zoom out even further, this is where it actually came from. But this is the current uptrend that SPC is in, especially from the drop that it experienced last March 2020. So now I'll try to put the underlying support here so you can have your current support level for SPC at the 10.25 mark. So why am I saying this? Should there be sell-offs, which will happen, please do note that it's impossible for a stock not to be sold down because people will take profits. It's impossible that hindi siya magkaroon ng chance na umakyat eh, kasi yung just to note this, from March, at least from the lowest point in March, when market started to drop, if you'll see it here, it's already up 76+%. So there are people who bought those particular areas that kahit saan sila magbenta ngayon, they have a relatively good profit already. And that being said, that's an incentive for people to sell. So anyways, this does not hold. Possible area for retracement will be here, which is where I plotted this uptrend that started for the fourth quarter, at least September 18, 2020. If that does not hold, we are out from the short-term uptrend, then we may start to see it consolidate. But this is where SPC is right now. For you, Paul Mateo Quitorio, SPC is basically holding for 4 straight days already above the 11 peso new support. Anyways, you have Jin Olinier, sabi niya, nice Sir Marvs. Okay, we have Gilbert who's asking for AGI. Guys, comment below if you're really a YouTube watcher, tapos down yung YouTube, napa-Facebook na lang kayo ngayon. Okay, anyways, this is where AGI is. So, AGI, as you can see, I think I made a video on this in YouTube, no, Stock Investing Made Easy. It was just a couple of days ago, but what I wanted to point out was AGI also, if you look at it, how strong buying from reversals are. This was a strong reversal for what we're seeing for AGI. Now, if you allow me to zoom in, you will see this. After the reversal, we've seen AGI start to push and move into an uptrend. Then right after that, boom, another larger push. Now, similar to our example for SPC, it's so interesting that, it broke past the 10.3 resistance level, and as it started to break past the 10.3 resistance level, think about it this way. Similar to SPC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, it's holding above the level of support for SPC, or at least for AGI. And that being said, it's still moving towards its uptrend. And that being said, also, next possible area to watch out for as a resistance for AGI is 11.95 and 12.86. So, conditional, guys. If the 10.3 support level will hold, your next possible target or next possible resistance is 11.95, followed by 12.86. So there, I hope this helps you, Gilbert. For those who are joining us for the first time, we're doing this live, but this video will be available in YouTube, my second channel, Stock Investing Made Easy, once YouTube is up already. So comment below if you're learning, and comment if this is something that's helping you. Tapos na tayo sa C. Okay, Ian, INQ. Sir Marvin, please check AP, BPI, or ABA. Let's do AP, and hopefully meron pang ibang request for the other stocks later on below. Just keep on putting your comments kung meron kayong stocks or meron kayong mga ibang questions, kasi minsan lang din ako mag-live, minsan lang din mag-down yung YouTube. And what will I say? Yun. Interesting, no? Let's see how many kung nag-enjoy din kayo. I was gonna say comment below, pero comment ako ng comment below. Anyway, so this is where AP is. It's very, very textbook. If you look at it, it's moving sideways. It's consolidating. This is its particular range. You could peg it like this. So if you'll allow me to write everything down, even if you look at moving averages, they're confirming the sideways notion. Short-term moving averages, 20, 50, 100, 200 from short, mid, and long-term, they're flat, denoting the sideways market, denoting consolidation, denoting that, hey, it may not be going anywhere. That being said, 25.3, 25.39 or /25.4 is our new level of support, which if you look at it here, it revisited just at the start of December. Then our resistance failure to hold the 25 level will bring the stock to the 24.27 level. So interesting movements, but we will, I think the only time we get to see it start to push up again is when it breaks out from this particular resistances. So that being said, if you notice it also, since March, Aboitiz Power has been consolidating still. Anyways, let's continue. Oy guys, up na yung YouTube, So I'll make this announcement. I'll give a couple of stocks also. So yung normal video ko na lumalabas ng 8 p.m. in my main channel, probably 9 p.m. na siya lalabas. I'll schedule it for 9. Then this video, the replay for this video will come out maybe around 10:30. So let's do this. Comment if you're learning. You have Daisy Dana Mugot asking for Security Bank. So this is Security Bank. What's interesting about Security Bank is this. This is something I already used before. Couple of things. Number one, this is its uptrend. Very, very decent, massive uptrend. Not since November lang to. So the movement from the breakout from November and its short-term, at least 6-week uptrend is now up 59.57%. And if you're following the narrative for Security Bank, 148.8 closing for today. What does that mean? Boom, it broke past the 147.8 resistance level. Anyways, next resistance to break or next resistance that it could touch or look for is this. You have the resistance at the 163.31 level. So a couple of things for Security Bank. It's similar to majority of the stocks that we've seen in the market that it's already way above the price before the lockdown happened or during the lockdown, but now it has broken past just to be super, super clear, you could put this as your resistance, 98, 1, 111, 2, 1253, and then 147.54. So, couple of things I want to talk about here is this. If the 147.554 support level or breakout does not hold, this will solidify or at least show you guys that this is still a resistance, and a possible retracement here to this particular uptrend line may follow, which is healthy if it does this, which is healthy, or if it's strong enough or selling strong enough, it may go and hold this level. So please do note 125.68 is the support. Then you have a trend line support here at this particular level. So if this does not hold the 147.54, possible areas where it could land is this uptrend or up to as low as this. Now, that being said, if the 1457.54 level will hold, your next possible targets are 163.31 and 175. So again, if you're joining us just now, again, do not buy, sell, hold, or avoid stocks just because it's talked about here in Facebook Live and later on in YouTube. Anyways, Dito, John Michael Castello, Dito, we already analyzed it in my second channel. Since up na in YouTube, you can check it there. We had a deep dive. I think it was over 15 plus minutes of pure analysis of Dito. I want to talk about FLI. So FLI, this is where FLI is. So that's how it looks like. So if I'll plot, same thing, support, resistance here, then another resistance here. We're starting to see it start to at least we're starting to see it at least break out again from different and numerous resistance levels. So that being said, it's also reversing. Similar to a lot of the property stocks that we've seen, FLI is reversing from a downtrend to an uptrend. FLI is breaking past all of this moving averages. Money's coming in. Moving averages are also showing you that, hey, there's momentum upward. The breakout from the 1025 support level, or at least the breakout from that range, is showing us that the next possible resistance is the 120.05 level. So that being said, breakout from this, failure to break out from that could also be an area for you to also take profits. It's a 17.8% trade. Breakout from the 1.205 level will bring your possible target to 1.32. So there, I hope nakatulong, John Michael Castello. Next, we have Len Len, who's asking for FPH. We now have 396 people live. No, the highest that we've been is 450. Feeling ko tumawid na sila sa YouTube since YouTube has been up. Anyways, let's look at FPH. Okay, FPH, this is how it looks like. Amazing uptrend also. You've seen, if you've been watching my YouTube channel for quite some time, I've been highlighting that there's a lot of stocks that have been doing this. For those who love patterns, this entire area looks like an ascending triangle, and it was pushed further from the breakout of the 64.17 level. After that breakout, moving averages confirming the movement up. The stock is in an uptrend. Next possible area of resistance, allow me to plot this for you. This is another possible area which it broke out from the 71.67 level. Then it broke out again today or yesterday or the past trading day Friday at the 77.88 level. Now, if you'll allow me to zoom in here, the stock dropped red candle for today. The breakout happened from that resistance last Friday, December 11. The stock today, December 14, 2020, down closed 77.9. But here's what's interesting. Here's the thing. Even though it was down, it's still somehow today is trying to hold on to that support range. Now, that being said, again, please remember this. Technical analysis is all about risk management, meaning you won't be able to predict, you won't be able to guess, you won't be able to figure out no what to, it's a lot it's not true that you can predict how prices will go on a day-to-day basis using technicals. That doesn't happen. But what technicals will do is it allows you to do proper risk management, meaning if this does not hold, then the possible downside would be this. And the more prudent response for you is it might be better if you are trading the stock to not be positioned in the stock. But even if there's a red candle, but if this is holding its ground, then the next possible area or at least range for you to watch out for right here, right now, or right after this is you have a shorter one here, which is around 80, then a larger one here at the 87.8 level. So that's how you can perceive it. No, but for trend followers, currently, right now, FPH is still progressing. FPH is moving into an uptrend. So there. I hope you're learning, and I hope that this is something that is helping you. We have Sean Recana asking for BDO. BDO is here. BDO again made a good move today. No, if you look at it here, breakout again from this particular level. Allow me to zoom out so you have a better and clear. Ang gulo lang. Sorry, magulo ako. Magulo. And I'll fix this first. Yan. Okay. Okay, there. So BDO, for the first time, closed above the 111.54 level. Somehow interesting because it did not do that at the end of November. But if you look at it here, June 8th, at least when they moved the country into GCQ, somewhere around that, we saw it close at wait, I'm trying to figure this out. Ayan, it closed at 113.30. Then here naman in March, it closed at around somewhere here 114.992. So what's interesting though, if it clears above, at least no, if you want to be super safe, if you see BDO clear the 115 level of resistance, then the next possible area based on this could be at 142.3, or for those who want to be super strict, another area of resistance, since a resistance is a range, no, is at the 135 level. So that's how you look at it. Again, the clearer breakout will be if it's so clear breaking out from 115, then possible resistances will be 135 to as high as 142 for at least this particular range that we're highlighting here. But what's so interesting is, please do note, no, since March, it has moved from this entire sideways range. If BDO moves past this, then we may see bigger moves in a more bullish front, connecting the stock into an uptrend. So that would be very, very interesting to see. Okay, let's continue. Si Patrick Miguel. Patrick, by the way, Patrick Miguel, siya yung nanunod. I have 1,700 videos in my YouTube. Patrick Miguel wants to watch all 1,700 of them. May kalaban na siya ngayon. Patrick is in video number 200 plus. I can't remember kung pang ilan siya, but there. You have Aryan, sabi niya hello. Hello to you also, Aryan. Christian Rojo LPC. I have videos on this already. Jonathan Senadan. What's your question, Jonathan? Just put it here. I'll try as much as possible to answer. Okay, Joe SH is asking for DMC. DMC also is very, very interesting because as you can see here, no, a couple of things. Number one, if I zoom out, boom, DMC has reversed from a downtrend. And if you note this, no, this was, I'll zoom out even further so that you have full context. Yeah, no, this is how high DMCI was, 2017. Then it furthered its downward push. If I'll try to connect this two together, you could try to peg this as a larger and stronger line here. And then you have this steeper one here, which was already broken the past few weeks. That being said, after the reversal here, after the massive push here, we started to see DMCI push and move in its own semblance of an uptrend. So as of this point in time, we're seeing DMCI reverse. As of this point in time, we are seeing DMCI on the motion of it breaking out from the 5.63 level. But what's possibly blocking it right now is the resistance at the 6.29 area. So that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4 days already of it having bits and pieces of a hard time trying to break out at the 6.29 resistance level. So current progression, DMC, just for those who are trend followers watching, number one. And by the way, what's so interesting about the channel, I've noticed a lot of people who have been following the style na larger amounts of trades and then following particular trends and ranges. And that's the name of the game in the stock market. The larger amount of volume that you put in, the better your trades will also be. Anyways, trend DMC reversing from a downtrend to an uptrend. It currently is trading the 5.63 to 6.29 range. Your support is 5.63 and your resistance is at the 6.29 level. So as you can see here, it's having a hard time there. So if that does not break, it could just retrace back to 5.63. Then we could possibly see it start to move sideways again, which it has not done. No, please do note from the start of November, tuloy-tuloy yung akyat niya. So it's healthy for stocks also to move into sideways patterns. So let's see how that possibly goes. But if it breaks past the 6.29 level, then possible narrative or progression for it is it could go to the 7.29 mark as well. Anyways, let's continue. We've talked about BDO, Jason Lagor, Shaira Ann Santos. We've talked about BDO. Okay, John Lawrence Bunyag is asking for MPI. So MPI, interesting also in the interview at One News Network, we've discussed MPI also, but yan, medyo magulo ako kung ako lang mag-isa nag-charts, that's how it normally is. But one thing that's so clear here, tanggalin ko na muna para hindi kayo magulo. I'll remove this, I'll remove this, I'll remove this. I guess just to highlight where MPI is, it's currently moving in an uptrend. The major support right now to watch out for MPI is 4.1. Then the next possible resistance, as you can see, it's right over here, which is relatively larger at the 5.3 level. If you want to put an intermediary resistance, you could put something around the 4.8 mark. So that's where we are right now. MPI are reversing. It's in an uptrend. Next possible resistance is 4.8 and 5.3. So madami pa mga nag-message, no? Sila Dilo, si Arhon, then you have sila Nelly, si Joel nagpa-shoutout, si Gilbert is asking for JFC, China Bank, Metro Bank, Christopher Madaeg, Herrera's asking for JFC, Junius, sabi niya Web, then you have Jin Olinier asking for a shoutout, then you have Sosco, what's Elpog, Jonathan Cabahars asking for Pure Gold and Double Dragon. I won't be able to continue this anymore because we have to upload the videos for YouTube. So for those who are joining us late right now, the stocks that we talked about here, they will all be in my second YouTube channel. And first video for the day is coming out maybe 9:15 because I have to end this already. But thank you so much to everyone who joined this video. Comment below if you want more Facebook Lives like this. It's very, very interesting. I haven't done this in a very, very long time. Again, this video is brought to you by YouTube, sponsored by YouTube kasi down in YouTube, kaya nasa Facebook Live tayo ngayon. And secondly, yun, please do not buy, sell, hold the stock or avoid it just because we talked about here in YouTube. I highly suggest, guys, that you learn to analyze and study the stocks on your own and you use whatever we talk about here as a reference point for you because, again, no one will work harder for your money than you. That's why you need to analyze and study and learn to read charts on your own. And I really do hope that the videos that we create here is something that builds a framework that allows you to get better, that allows you to be good in the market. And that's the reason why we keep doing videos. The heart of why I keep doing what I'm doing is just I really want to see more Filipinos win. I really want to see you guys do better. And I really believe that the stock market is one of the greatest equalizers for Filipinos to be able to somehow build another stream of income for them. And that's all you're going to get here. Things that will equip you, things that will build you up, and things that will make you do better as well. So that's it for now. Guys, 9 o'clock, 9:15, we have Josiah Go in my main channel. Then the replay of this will be in my second channel, Stock Investing Made Easy. So thanks, everyone, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.